Hello, my friends. Welcome. We are on Instagram and YouTube live. Welcome. Okay. Thank you, sweetie. All right, everyone, give me a minute here and let's let everybody get logged on and then we will get started. So tonight, my goodness, I did my very best. I'm going to do my very best to help us achieve a visual of undoing some of the things that are loading up on us that it's kind of hard for us to go, oh, how do we get rid of this? And we're making, I think, things too difficult. At least I'm feeling that way. It was getting kind of difficult for me. So my goal tonight is to kind of make things a little more simple in how we can move ahead without feeling so weighted and loaded down. Okay, so my goal tonight, again, as you all know, you can all ask questions throughout. The chat is open if you are on Zoom, so feel free to ask questions in the chat or the Q&A, and I am happy to answer. All right. All right. All right, let's get started. And then again, if you have any questions, you guys know to just ask. We will get clicking here. All right, everybody, welcome to the Truth Tribe. I'm Daune Thompson, and thank you all for being here. Remember, you're exactly perfect in this exact now moment. I know it's a little chaotic out there, but there's nothing wrong with you. And tonight we're going to work on what feels like what's wrong with you. I love you all very much. I'm always sending you love, so know that if you're struggling, at least Daune's sending you the love, okay? Truth Tribe is to illuminate self-awareness of your health, wealth, and love. And I do not believe in 20 years of therapy, but you do need clarity now. And that's always my goal and my intention. So my goal is to give you clarity on how to feel better now. You do not need an astrology wheel or a chart for Truth Tribe, but it sure helps. If you don't have the hotspot zodiac wheel to learn how to read your chart, I am going to upload within the next week or two by Christmas Astrology 101, a tutorial that you guys can use to read your chart. But if you're looking for that or you want your hotspot, go to my website, ideserveitnow.com, and get the Zodiac Wheels, your medicine wheel, or course for hotspots. The other thing is you can get your free download on my website under tools. There's a free birth chart you can download at least to follow along until you get some of those tutorials. Tonight, y'all ready? A tiny pearl is causing your pain, and it just seems like it can't be that basic. But tonight I wanted to see if I could give you what you all can't see happening and how to make you a little more clear about what is happening so you can see it, okay? What's going on right now is you are seeing things that have basically the last crumbs or what's happening of releasing your dark rooms and your insecurities. Okay. And so your body right now, all these ascension symptoms are happening to people: exhaustion, pain popping up, then going away, then not feeling well, then feeling great, then energized, then exhausted, then chaotic. It's just like these weird things coming up, right? So your body is revealing your resistance to receiving. That's what's happening to all of us, okay? There's nobody that's exempt. But my friends, you are spiritual warriors and you are resetting your DNA contracts as we speak. If you're on my calls, you're a spiritual warrior. You came here for a bigger vision, a bigger manifestation of shining light, and that's you. You're a spiritual warrior. And the universe is dumping light, and I'm not going to get into solar flares and the Schumann resonance and the planets. We are at the planetary update a little bit, right? But the universe in general, with all these aspects, is dumping light into the dark spaces, the dark places. You revealed external darkness, shall I say, up till now. You were the lighthouses. You were shining. You were saying, look at that. This isn't okay. That's not okay. By the way, that's kind of really a bad thing right there. Don't y'all see it? And so you revealed all the darkness up till now, just being you, just speaking, opening your energy field and seeing truth, even if it was just for yourself. Now what's happening is you are opening up for this universal light that's coming in to flow through you, even into the darkest parts of your soul. And there is a ton of light flowing in, But now you're in this space of opening up and you want to, but you're like, some of it's uncomfortable, thus the ascension pains in your body. Okay. Your new contract, you're all stepping into a new energetic DNA of your soul's blueprint contract to raise the frequency of your own DNA. Why? So you can be light now with ease and not with a constant, I got to heal and I got to send and I got to heal. And it's a lot, right? And that's what you did. But all of you who are spiritual warriors now are now stepping into the next version of your DNA. If you haven't been to the DMT method, there's going to be one in February, a virtual event. That's where we actually ignite 10x all versions of your 12 frequency DNA. Okay. Up from your birth chart. But that's what's happening to a lot of you who've done the work with me. Okay, so self-awareness right now requires ascension astrology or numerology we did a couple weeks ago, some form of self-awareness understanding tool. Okay, it's a soul blueprint aligning taking place. And if you're not aligned with your blueprint, you're gonna feel it in the physicality. You can look at it as simply looking at your patterns. Okay, you're kind of going through a pattern review right now. And the solution is so simple, but it's not easy only because you're not used to choosing you. When you choose you, all of a sudden the pattern gets interrupted and you're like, oh, why do I feel uncomfortable? Choosing your ideal future of living in your net worth and your self-healing and your body's vibrancy, your health expansion, your romance, your love expansion, all that is what's happening. And when you choose to raise your frequency in the DNA of your energy grid, what happens? You expand. So what is that? If you can simply look back and see, oh my gosh, because we have 5 planets in retrograde still right now, okay? Not just Mercury. I'll tap on that in a bit. But if you can look back and see, oh my gosh, my old patterns are repeating. No, because that's what's happening. Retrogrades pull us just to look, not to be in it. All right. And so this experience that is popping up right now isn't new. They're just patterns. They're not as extreme as they were before, but you were looking back and go, why did that come up? Why is that coming up? So it's asking you to say, hello, are you ready to remove it for good, to shed old historic patterns from ancestral DNA that doesn't serve you? Are you ready to eradicate your social status, your people pleasing, your inability to self-heal, your fear of not achieving your dream life? All that, okay? It's simply choosing to get excited about wanting what you want. And it's kind of a new concept, my friends. And seeing simply that you have clogged funnels, not being able to take in all the light. What's clogging your flow? And you're going to find out it's a tiny pearl. Yes, your old darkness, there's been a ton of darkness on the planet in the planetary systems, and they're being brought to light. And you must leave that old, right? Leave the I told you mentality, which a lot of us light workers, light healers, spiritual warriors were like, see, told you. See, I wasn't a conspiracy theorist. See, I told you that wasn't good, right? You got to leave the I told you mentality and move on to the, okay, now I need to see it inside of myself. I've been giving out and now I got to push it back in. I will no longer go along with the crowd. I need to expand my light to be seen as my true aligned DNA soul self. So examples of this would look like ascension symptoms when you're trying to get to yourself, pain appearing again, right? Emotionally or physically. It doesn't have to be a physical pain. It could be like emotions coming up or sadness or depression or despair or just frustration. Okay. And so when you have this emotional and physical pain points, as I call them, they're pain points, they're points of your body that show up with pain. They're actually your solution to release the energy blocks. Yay! So we have a solution. Okay. Your higher self right now up here, okay, your higher soul self is talking to you and it's guiding you to see inside of you. It says, look, let's get in here. So let's go look at your energy of your physical body, right? And it's saying, look at that. It's time to tap into your DNA and seek your independence from the fourth dimensional control of your DNA, which was trapping you into that mental matrix, okay? what you can do when pain is appearing. What is it? What can you go, like, what do I do, Dawn? I mean, I've been following they told me this, they told me that, they take this pill, do that pill, do this exercise, eat this drink this, that. It's exhausting. What the simplest tool you can use right now is to see where you are not flowing. Health, wealth, and love. All aspects of your chart, but those are big ones, right? Those are the big hot spots. Your body right now, my friends, is prodding you to see your own resistance of flow. Ask yourself honestly, why am I getting this or that pain? But we're like, oh, but it's just the pain. There's nothing I can do about it. No, why am I getting this or that specific pain? Why these specific ascension symptoms am I getting? Where is your pain? What is it telling you about you? Right? Because you have to start getting within. And so you can use all the tools I've done in the spiritual warrior and all these different things like muscle testing or pendulum testing, or we can go more basic. You can just locate the chakra that is associated with the body part that is in despair or that is alerting you like an alarm. Okay, you can see the pain as an energy block that is restricting flow. So see yourself as you're holding, like you're standing in the center of your astrology wheel, and you're holding 12 spheres. You know the typical 7 chakras, right? You're here, and then here, and then here, and then here, you know, they all the way down to your pelvis. But there's actually 12. There's actually a lot more chakras, but we're only going to talk about 12 of them, okay? Because they match your 12 aspects of your zodiac sign. They ask that these 12 energy spheres are your 12 chakras within you. I'm going to bring up a picture so you guys can see it here in a second. But you're holding all these 12, we'll just say globes, and they have they're like donuts, okay? And they're either open or closed with funnels in each. Here's a good example. Here's a little funnel I found for you guys, okay? So each of these spheres, there's your funnel, the little base at it, okay? I'm holding up a little funnel, those of you who are listening on audio. And each of these funnels are sitting at each one of the chakras down your center of your spine and within the side chakras, okay, in the higher realm chakras. And each of these 12 funnels match 12 aspects of your personality, 12 aspects of your DNA, 12 aspects of your birth chart astrology, okay? And so each of these funnels are either open or closed in each of these 12 openings of your energy grid. Here, I'm going to help you guys with this. So we're going to start with the earth, because that's where it starts at your base, right? So if you're watching this and you can't see it, I'll upload this picture onto the Facebook group so you guys can see it, okay, later, or download it if you guys want it. All right. So if you can see this, you can see here the 12 aspects of your birth chart. It doesn't have a birth chart in it, but these are your 12 aspects, okay? And when you look at these, each one of these spheres is a chakra, okay? So we're going to start down here at the earth, and just imagine you're not sitting cross-legged on this picture, but you're standing on the earth, okay? And so we're going to start here at the base, all right? And you see the earth star. It's where you ground into the earth, which is another reason why grounding is so vitally important. So your earth star, you can look all these up. Again, I'll post this so you can see. You can see your Taurus field is extending out outside of you, but the earth star is your grounding, our universal soul energy into our field. So when we bring it up through the top and we bring it down, we have to ground it into the earth. Then you move up and you see right at the base of your root, right here of your pelvis is your root chakra. It's a few inches below your pelvis. It's not really on your pelvis, okay? The root chakra is your security and your worth. Now, I want you to imagine when you're looking at this, you're drawing these straight lines all the way across this circle, all the way across, all the way across. So these lines of these chakras are not just little balls. They're not just little, they're vortexes, really, they're spinning energy. They're individual vortexes at each of these spots. But they're also a line of energy, and that vortex affects the entire horizontal line across the body where it sits. So your root chakra, after your earth star, is your security, your worth, right? Your pelvis. It's your mother wound, your inner child, safety, security, ancestors, material, security from your parents. So your feet and your legs are going to feel this, right? Your teeth, your immune system, your blood. So any childhood safety stuff will come up in your root chakra. Food, right? How do you fuel? How do you stay alive? Addictions come up here. Then you move up to the next chakra, moving up from the base, and we're going to go up to the sacral chakra. This is your sexual organs, reproductive organs. You know, is there guilt or shame in your sexuality? That kind of stuff. Lymphatic, hips, because you can see you draw a line across your hips. Then you move up the next chakra, which is your solar plexus, right? And that solar plexus, sorry, I should say your navel chakra. Your navel should be below that. And your navel chakra is your birth cord. It's where you were cut from the wound, my friends. It's where your personal power, your self-confidence, your emotional regulation sits there. Then you move up to solar plexus, which is our courage center. It's super close to that power center navel, right? Where your identity, your digestion, your adrenals, your personal power of who am I? Then you move up from that and you hit the heart chakra. Well, it's not hard to figure out what the heart chakra is, correct? Because the heart chakra is where you learn to give and receive. It's the line across your lungs. Lungs hold emotions and grief. Your liver, your gallbladder plane, anger, resentment. I'll pull another one up showing you the emotions. Then we move up to the throat. Your voice, right? Do you speak your truth or do you have no voice? Being heard. This is where thyroid and hormonal issues get triggered up from your thyroid makes all the hormones and where it all kicks in. Okay, so third, you move up to the next vision, your inner vision, which is your third eye. It's right here in the center, throat, third eye, right here in the center of your forehead. Your inner vision. It also affects, here, draw a line across that. Right, so it affects maybe your pineal gland. Your brain chemicals get released from there. So we have to make sure we're not hurting. That would be headaches if it's blocked. Then you move up to here and your crown chakra sits right above the top of your crown. Right, your higher self, your ability to tap into higher dimensions. Let's say if we're closed and blocked there, you can get dizzy, hair issues. Then you hit this causal chakra right here, and it's kind of right off to the right-hand side. Right, this holds your past life karmic, kind of like your karmic body, I'll call it, your past life karma, the string of karma that's going to come in from other areas. It's non-physical aspect of your being, located about 4 inches kind of to the right of the temple, but it's sitting right here in this alignment. So kind of right in here. So it can kind of affect the ears as well, right? And it helps you resolve karma, reflecting emotional experiences and sends lessons back to you. So it kind of pushes them back in, right? And then you hit your soul star, you know, which is holding the blueprint of your astrology DNA. It holds the blueprint of what you came in and jumped in from this solar system. Right? And so your soul energy, if it's blocked, you're going to feel out of alignment and in resistance and feeling stubborn because I know who I'm supposed to be, but I'm not going to do that. Right? And then you hit the stellar gateway, which a lot of people have never hit that, but I need you to understand it's an energetic frequency. It's pretty much always open. It's to the astral planes. Okay, and these astral planes of energy expand out from your crown, and then you see the bubble around you, and it flows through you and back around the earth and back around and back in and back out. And so it's always flowing in through the crown, pushing in and creating this bubble of energy around you. Now, here's the kicker. Again, I will upload this. So if you haven't seen this, but these are the 12 chakras matching your 12 astrological signs. Okay. And I'm going to stop the share on this. Okay. And so when you start feeling this in your body, are any of those chakras, or as you see on each chakra, they are a funnel and they're a tube. Just think of them as a donut with a funnel flowing through them, just like a vortex, okay? Is the funnel flowing open or closed? And the question is, what if one of them are blocked? And energy is trying to flow through you and it's filling up the top of your funnel on that horizontal line. It's going to affect every organ in your body that is filling up with overload of energy. So you have to look at saying, I tap into my soul. Find the resistance, trauma, or dense, dark pain point in your body that is trying to send a message to you. What am I in resistance to or avoiding that dark room, emotion, or weight that I've been carrying? And here's the kicker: when you realize it's not your weight, but it's actually a big, long line of ancestral darkness and trauma and emotions and character traits that you've been carrying because you're still connected to the epigene, the higher gene of that energetic ancestral line. And if it felt like yours, you're kind of like, but it is mine. It feels like mine. I feel it, right? When you understand that you are in charge of this line, this energetic frequency line, you're in business to open the floodgates. When you realize, oh, I just need to find where the funnel is blocked. Then you can take scissors, and I want you to imagine that there is a string of energy. And we're going to do a little mini visualization on this, but I want you to see this. I want you to imagine, here's my string of pearls. I didn't have my pearls, but this is actually really good because they're sparkly, and I love sparkles. And I want you to imagine there's a string of pearls that's connected from your heart chakra, and it runs out forever, okay? Now imagine that you took scissors to your ancestral blocks. Scissors to all this energy. Each chakra, my friends, is a portal of energy attached to a long line of emotional DNA. And they're all funnels, each one of those blocks, or portals. And they're all being blocked. Each one of your portals, each one of your chakras, each one of your funneled spheres of energy, it's like a little, remember, it's like a donut, okay, with a hole in it. And we can understand that if one of the funnels of one of your chakras are blocked, or these portals, as I call them, because that's what they are, they're portals of opening energy. If it's blocked from one of the pearls of that string, what happens? It's very visual. If I drop one pearl into the funnel, into this tube, you block flow. And you block flow. And what happens when energy and all that light is pouring into you and it's blocked at one of these funnels of your life, in your chakra system, in your body, it starts to flood out into that energy plane. And you start feeling overload, over energy, over capacity to carry that energy in one of those body parts matching that energetic chakra. So I need you to understand we are all just mini portals of energy. But if we're blocked in any of these chakras, we feel it, and we feel it as physical pain. So you have 12 vortexes with 12 funnels. And I've showed you that it can be blocked on one or several vortexes of energy within your physical body. And the physical body then reveals which portals have a tiny pearl in your vortex. Kind of basic, I know, right? So remember that that pearl is connected to a chain of ancestral beliefs, epigenetic DNA frequencies. And when you cut your chain of the ancestral pearls, each representing a lifetime with its own vortex of energy that's blocked, it extends this, just think of this pearl extension from you, and think of it running out of your heart, and it's extending out probably thousands, if not hundreds of thousands for some of you old soul warriors, hundreds of thousands of years. And you're not going to cut the actual family gifts and the love away, but you need to cut away the density of DNA from everyone behind you that didn't know any better, that didn't have the tools, that didn't have the higher consciousness understanding of their downloads. Everyone is holding a traumatic frequency in your current environment. And when you cut this, you cut everyone in the current environment, you cut everyone in the past environment, as well as anyone in your now environment and anyone in front of you. When you cut this chain of pearls of DNA, epigenetic, remember these are emotional memories that you're carrying, and everyone you're connected to, you carry that too. So when all your funnels are flowing and you don't have a pearl, here's your little pearl blocking it, and it's open, the air and the light and the water, like a water flow, just flows right through you, and you are in flow. So when you're not blocking that energy, you're open to receiving in and giving out. You vibrate light throughout those ancestral lines to healing DNA instead of hurting DNA. And there's no separation, my friends. This is string theory. This is quantum theory. I don't go into a ton of science because it's just too much for people. But this is string theory, which basically means everything is connected into a vibrational string of energetic light. From quantum field theory, there is no separation from a sound frequency of energy, harmonizing flow. So when you are not in harmony with one of your portals and it's blocked, and you're aligning with the soul that you came in to be, your soul star, which is above with that blueprint telling you this is who I am, right? You're going to feel the pain to get your attention in your body. So to begin opening your pathways, you got to start opening them instead of resisting the flow. It's the best visual picture I can show you is you have 12 vortexes that are either blocked with the pearls, a pearl of information, tiny, that amount to block that tiny base of that portal of the vortex. That's not some huge boulder you have to undo. And I don't want you to go back and revisit trauma and feel it again. None of that. You just need to know there's something there still setting in the way. Okay. And so it's time to view your body parts as simple energetic frequency and a strand of vibration in every cell in every way. So it's simply this teeny tiny pearl, right? That's blocking your flow. It's nothing big. And removing it to allow that funnel or that vortex within, that's part of your energetic field to flow, which is the entire reason I teach 4 hotspots in your birth chart, because you likely have pearls blocking flow in one or several of those spots within your energetic DNA field that you chose to cut and instead of and put clear closure for your entire ancestral line. That's what we're going to cut. So if you look at your birth chart, you can see that you have 12 vortexes, 12 portals, 12 areas that represent 12 aspects of your DNA in your chart and in your birth reality of your soul chakra. Okay, so whether you choose to see it or not, it's super okay to just understand, I don't know my chart. I don't know chakras. You don't need to know any of it. Just understand physical pain is a simpler way to look at the energetic pain. And seeing that frequency by drawing a line across from that body part, you can see if you have a heart chakra and you have the liver as being affected, or the gallbladder, or you move down to the maybe your courage chakra, right? Your sacral chakra, which kind of runs higher up and is close to your pancreas or your stomach or all these kinds of things. Okay, just draw a line across that chakra and you'll feel the energy. All right. So seeing the frequency and then drawing a line across to find the body part with the pearl blocking the funnel of flow. So these 12 planets of chakra energy reveal every organ in your body, every body part that represents that frequency. And every body part has a string theory, quantum field, energetic frequency matching it that has an emotion matched to it. Okay. And when you understand that, it changes the game. And when you understand that the body then has emotions that are associated which with each of your body parts, you start getting a lot more clarity of, oh, so if you have a blocked throat chakra, lack of trust, lack of self-expression, lack of expressing issues, inability to speak your feelings, lack of nurturing, right? It's going to run across. Here's your heart chakra. There's your, solar plexus chakra. You just keep going all the way down to your survival center. Draw lines, and there are emotions associated with all of these chakras. Okay, so this gets deeper and deeper, and I don't want you to get in other than going, oh my gosh, you're right. I do have a little, my heart chakra was blocked off. I have a lot of shame, I have humiliation. I really struggle with disappointment. There's a lot of ancient memory there. Oh, you mean the ancient memory that's coming off of your heart that's running out from all this emotional epigenetic DNA that's connecting to you that you don't realize you're playing. I'll put both of these posts up, by the way, my friends. So FYI, I'm gonna put that up for you. Okay. I needed you guys to see this. Why? Because if you understand every body part has a chakra that's running and it's open or it's closed, and when it flows, it just brings energy through you, lights you up, pushes it into the Earth star, brings it back around and comes back around, and you're doing this big, beautiful bubble of light, receiving and giving, receiving and giving, okay? So if your energy fields or any chakra vortex has even the teeniest, tiniest grain of sand that is turned into a pearl, you need to remove it from the funnel. So the energy vortex can open up and flow. And then you can receive physical, mental, spiritual healing of receiving an abundance, not just to the body part, but your entirety of the life that you deserve to live. That's the vital piece what's going on right now. So all physical pain, emotional pain is revealing a pearl that's blocking flow. So your pain is being caused by a pearl, okay? A pearl of energy is just like, I'm showing you the pearl because it's small. So how do you clear it right now for the better flow to heal? Because I don't believe in waiting. Like, okay, well, if I work on this, no more working right now. So tonight we're going to clear it. Cool? Okay. So there's 2 steps for me that I'm going to share with you. I'm just going to give you a mini visualization. Okay. So the first step 1 is we're going to do a little mini DNA reset. Okay. A visualization. If you're on this call live right now, you'll be able to do the same thing and listen to me. But if you're watching later on a replay or you're listening on a Spotify call, you're going to call this up to yourself because you're ready for this DNA vortex reset and removing the blocks so you can start flowing. So it doesn't matter if you're on now or you listen to this later. It's always going to count. Okay. So everybody really quick, while you're on this call, I want you to close your eyes. It's a short visualization, but I want you to see it. I showed you the string of pearls. Okay. Close your eyes and everybody take a deep breath in and hold it and let it out. Now I want you to see the string of pearls I just showed you. And I want you to see this beautiful string of pearls running from your heart out into the universe. And remember, that string of pearls has thousands of pearls on it. And it's on this string. And each pearl is an ancestor or a lifetime that you've experienced and still are experiencing in your emotional DNA. And now I want you to put your hand in your pocket and voila, there's an amazing small set of scissors in your pocket. Pull them out. Now in your mind, I want you to visually cut the first pearl that's attached to your heart and releasing all generations of pain pillars and pain points, all the dense DNA from your energy field that's been holding epigenetic memories that have been replaying in your energy field. And once you cut it, you are releasing it so that you are free of the emotional weight from everyone in your DNA lineage to anyone in your current reality and to anyone in your future reality, because you are now opening up and have reset your DNA to pull back into the center. So now I want you to imagine that there's one pearl left still sitting on the inside of your heart that didn't cut off. And I want you to go to the body part where that heart pearl is, and it's going to start moving within that line in your spine. And it's going to move to the one body part that you see repeating pain, frustration, trauma, or despair. Which chakra is it going to be magnetized to immediately? You're going to see it sitting, blocking, sitting in that. Is it in your head? Is it in your 3rd chakra? Is it in your 1st chakra of root, of security, of money, of worth, of value? Is it in your sacral chakra? Are you shameful of being intimate? Is it in your worthiness of your power, your navel, your courage chakra, your heart chakra? Are you able to receive love? Go to what physical body part you feel the repeating pain show up, okay? And you're going to see that last pearl drop into the chakra, and you're going to see it sitting in a little funnel in that chakra. And you can see it blocks it. That energy, the light is coming in like water, and it is overflowing into that energy meridian plane because it can't get past it. See that chakra funnel, and there has that one pearl that's blocking the flow of light So it's become overloaded. It's always been there, but now you see it because it moved to show you where it was. It's overloaded. It's too much to take in. It's causing congestion in that energetic line of plane of existence in your body. I want you to go in and pull the pearl out of the funnel and toss it over your shoulder. And now you're going to see a tidal wave running through the funnel, a wave of light washing through and releasing the stagnant energy that was sitting there to move through like a river. And now open your eyes. That's it, my friends. Cut the chain of pearls and remove the one that's blocking the pain wherever it is in your body. Choosing flow is how you reset your dense epigenetic emotional DNA. If I'm not flowing, I'm in pain. Close my eyes, clip the cord of pearls that's connecting me to some memory, emotion, and find the pain, grab the pearl out of that chakra, and the light will flow on its own. You're naturally detoxing. You're naturally receiving light. You're naturally receiving flow. It's amazing, but you can't receive it if it's blocked. So if you cut the chain on this call, my friends, you are here for this in this lifetime, and your role is warrior. You are all spiritual warriors. You're going to feel lighter as you keep doing this. At any time you feel weight or density reminders of pain, visualize cutting the strand and pull the pearl block. That's it. Okay? The other thing I need you all to remind yourself, to free yourself from a lot of this, is once you work on that, I want you to keep remembering to charge your water, because this water, if you haven't done some of my last calls, I showed you how to do this. You can also go onto my website, tools, and go to Love Water. And when you put words on this water, you charge this water with whatever words that are written on here, whatever sticky note you put on here, and you put words on this water charges with that higher frequency of love DNA. I receive financial, emotional, spiritual love all day long, every day. I'm a money magnet, I'm a love magnet, and I'm receiving. Put it on these words, charge the water, and now start filling that within the DNA. You just open the floodgate, my friends. Let it in. This water will make a huge difference. Okay, so charging your water with crystal clear words are huge right now to create the life you wish. Okay, in my DMT virtual, I am doing a DMT, not an actual in-person live event, but by the way, on February 22nd, so you all get notice of it soon. But prep, if you want to attend the all 12 frequency DNA upgrade like we're doing right now, it's on February 22nd. You can learn all 12 vortexes in your chart and your DNA. But number 3, simply just figure out, understand who you are. Right? You can join the free self-awareness astrology 101 class I'm going to teach course in January, so right after the new year, and I'll teach you how to read your soul's blueprint on a basic 101. Understand my soul and why am I here? Am I aware of my blocks? It's going to be launched after for the registration, I think in a week or two, so just so you know. But until then, simply charge your DNA back to its original, clear, vibrant, abundant alignment by adding words that you deserve to your water. We just cleared it. You already did it. We've opened up the vortex. Now you might have more. You might have been like, but Dawn, I only went to one vortex. It dropped right there, and I pulled the pearl out, and it's flowing, but I still have pain over here, and I still have pain over here. Exactly. So do it again. Cut the pearls from your heart. Let the pearl move to where the vortex is, because you're feeling it. There's already run there, but I want you just to imagine it going to where it needs you to pull it out and throw it over your shoulder. That's it. That's all I want you to do. That's how powerful you all are right now, because the light's flowing in whether you like it or not. You just need it to get it flowing instead of overflowing. All right. How will it feel when you know you're flowing? You're going to feel it by receiving a way to reset your health. By hearing something, reading something, it's just going to fall into your lap. A tip, an idea, a simple, natural way, inexpensive, don't need a doctor, all of a sudden to remove toxins and replace vibrant energy. You're like, oh my gosh, that was awesome. That's how you're going to know. You will feel it by aligning with career environments that give you vibrant and excitement to be, so you can receive your wealth. You're going to feel it by attracting yourself into social groups and fun and laughter groups, empowering you instead of competing with you. You'll feel it when you feel loved by just being you. Okay? That's it, my friends. That's it. So everybody right now, repeat after me. I teleport into my life of flow now. Clap 3 times. Again, I teleport into my life of flow now. I know it sounds so simple, right? I'm telling you, it works. It's clearing. You're already a warrior. You're already a light worker. You're already a lighthouse. You just need to open up and allow the light to flow. So here's your quick planetary update. Good news, my friends. Mercury retrograde goes station on Sunday, the 15th. Okay, so this is awesome because this Mercury retrograde's been getting people tripped up because it's bringing up conversations about undoing old rules and restrictions and beliefs and all that. And so there's been communication about that. Okay. So it stops and it goes stationary direct on the December 15th. So that's the good news. You're starting to feel it to slow down of its retrograde and it's going to pull back to center. So magnifying truth, it's going to move forward in the sign of Sagittarius. Communication might feel a little bit, more opening up to like a fire hose of information to digest. You won't have to anymore because now you're just going to let things flow through you and whatever's meant to be will stay. So this new energy coming in is going to be less about instant gratification, which everybody's used to, like that fast overload. And when it starts coming in now with Mercury going forward again, you're going to begin to digest from your truth. This is going to flow through me. Do I keep it or do I let it go? Does it make me feel vibrant or do I just let it flow out? Okay. That's the really good news because Mercury was kind of really tripping people up on communication. Number 2, full moon on Sunday as well on the 15th in Gemini. Remember, full moons are all about closure, completion. A moon has run its full cycle. So see where the moon falls. If you have your chart, see where it falls in your chart at 23 degrees of Gemini. Okay. Again, you can go get a chart or you can go get one of my hotspot manual, download PDF manual, as well as class if you want to see where it is in your chart. Whatever house it's falling in, my friends, is for you to see where you're feeling the need for completion. Gemini is about communication, maybe siblings, writing, how you want to speak in that area of your life. 2, it's the sign of the twins. It's a sign of multitasking. So where this moon hits on your chart on Sunday, and you're feeling it already, closure, you can write the intentions and set them free. But a lot of you are warriors already. You don't need to. You just need to start removing the little mini pearls so the flow can happen. So where it hits in your chart, go see where this theme of that house needs completion to move on. Again, if you have a hard time with the themes or how to understand self-awareness of your own chart, in January, I'll be doing a live free class and you can tap into that class. If not, I'll have them on my site and you can go grab it and watch it and play it there. Okay. But that's what's coming up. Understanding yourself and how to see it, where it's going to affect the theme of that house in your chart, wherever Gemini is, you're going to feel this full moon. So make a new plan to proceed in that category. If I let this go and put closure to it, how do I want to proceed with communication? Okay. Full moons, remember, this one's going to open your soul, my friends. It's also connected to Neptune a little bit. Moons rule emotions. So I want you guys to also open up a little bit to trusting your dreams as well, because they will be the opening to your soul. When you go into astral, you go to sleep, you're not staying in here. Your soul goes into the astral realms. It travels. It's like, woo, here we are. So when your soul's energy is flowing through you with a message, your higher self is bringing this into you. So if you can keep notes, maybe put like a little sticky note or a sticky pad next to your bed or a little mini journal. Keep notes on the messages from your dreams. Also, before you go to sleep, ask your spirit guides, right? I call them my light tribe because I got a lot of light work, a lot of basically beings representing my guidance. Okay. And I download and I tell it, I do telepathic readings from them and say, all right, I would like to, discuss what this is. And I have a big tribe. Well, I don't know who it is, so I just call them my light tribe. Okay. Your spirit guide can be one or all of them. But ask them, can you send me the needed messages that will help expand my vision for health, wealth, love, children, marriage, whatever it is? And ask for them to give you a message and then write it down in the morning, because typically you'll forget it within minutes. Okay. So much of the chaos is because the old systems, my friends, are collapsing, and you're all on a bridge and you're all tapping up here and it's in alignment. And then we go back and try to use the old platform. The old systems are collapsing because we have so much high frequency light entering onto the earth. And you personally are feeling these huge energy dumps, right? That are blasting out the dark weight collectively and now personally. And now I'm sharing with you how to get it in and take it all in by just removing that one little pearl. So it's encouraging flexibility to mold your reality when it's bringing in all this light. Okay, well, then you add energy to this, which we talked about on November 19th, right? Pluto. When Pluto moved into Aquarius, it's giving this more push for the future thinking. Aquarius rules future, freedom, truth, collective humanitarian, stepping into your sovereign self about, I'm going to be me, and I'm only going to fit into the groups that align with me instead of people pleasing. That shit's gone. Over. Boop. Gone. Okay? So everybody tap in here. Let's tap into the nervous system. I am courage. Repeat after me. I am courage. I am love. I am truth. This is your heart center, the giving, receiving. Your thymus is your immune center. Tap into the nervous system. I am courage. I am love. I am truth. Tap your, right here, into the mind. I know courage. I know love. I know truth. All right, my friends, I'm going to open up to Q&A. Anything is fair game. But tonight I want you to share, what chakra line or matching organ do you feel pain in? And do you see where you almost felt like the whoosh, the floodgates, the river was like flowing right through you the second you plucked it and you visually saw that, right? Share with me which chakra or which body part that is being affected or that you feel pain in and you're like, oh, it's just me having overflow on that horizontal plane of my body. Because have you all noticed that we all have them in different places? Some people are experiencing headaches from their ascension symptoms. Some people are experiencing, throat stuff or hormonal stuff, or some people are having heart stuff. Some people are having liver stuff. Some people are having digestion stuff. Some people are having financial stuff or security stuff or emotional breakdown. Do you see that? Does that make sense? Okay. So this one says, here's a question. Sorry, I'm just going to answer these questions that are coming up for Q&A. So basically, if I have any pain, yes, do the visualization of cutting the string of pearls and then follow where it drops into my blocked chakra. Yes, because I'm just using the word chakras for you, my friends. Your blocked chakras are basically a funnel of energy that's pain. And the reason it's pain is because you have energy overloading it. It's filling up. It can't carry that much energy. So it's too much. So the body starts reflecting, yeah, and it gets tight and it can't move. Okay. So yes, right. Visualize pulling this little pearl out of the vortex and throwing it behind you and move on. And either you're going to find some solution that appears to you out of the blue because you're open to receiving, or the pain's just going to go away because you're receiving the light. Someone else says, overall body weariness and fatigue and stomach challenges. Okay, stomach challenges are going to go hit down in that sacral and navel chakra. And that is your courage and who the heck am I? And can I take back my power? That's a big deal right now because a lot of people are like, do I have the power to pick me? Do I have the power to do what I want? And do I have the power to choose what I want to do? What? It takes courage. So pulling that pearl out of that center chakra will start opening up to relaxing it. The next one says, if there's light coming in, why isn't it just clearing the pain? Okay, because it's unable to pull it out and replace new light if that vortex is blocked. Like light comes in, my friends, but it doesn't it's kind of like water flowing through a river. It doesn't move the boulders and the blocks and the rocks in the way. It just leaves them and it flows around them. But if you have one blocking the entire river, that's the channel. That's the stuck piece. Okay? So because you're unable to remove the boulder, that's why it wants to clear. It's just filling more light into that weak spot, into your weakened DNA of past programs that no longer serve you. And once you open it, the light does clear. I'm sorry, she asked earlier, overall body weariness. Okay, the weariness, guys, pop up and think about this. When you're getting confused in your soul's DNA, which is your birth chart, your blueprint, your energetic frequency, every planet matches one of the chakras, okay? And so when your soul blueprint up here is like clear, I'm like, I know who I am, I know who I want to be, right? And we're moving it down, and then we get stuck here. And so she pulled, let's just say she pulled the pearl out of the vortex of her navel, even in her solar plexus chakra, and she popped it out, and all of a sudden the water starts flowing, but she forgot to hit the base earth chakra. And if you're not earthed enough to say, I need to open it, I'm going to allow it to pass through my root and into the earth and allow that light to flow through. What happens is once the light flows into the earth chakra, right, you're grounding, it flows back around and it flows right back up through all those chakra lines and creates this abundant flow, almost like a water fountain coming out of you and goes back around. And so what I'm trying to tell you is the weariness means that you're not getting flow. Now, when it says, are you resting? Are you letting the flow happen? Are you allowing yourself to see the energy of each of these pieces? If I'm exhausted, I'm overusing my mind. So this probably third eye chakra, it's not just about, oh, I'm a visionary, guys. I can see the future. I've got, psychic abilities. It's not just that. Your third eye connects into the brain, into the pineal gland. And when you're getting overly stimulated in your brain, overthinking, overdoing, and you're never balanced and flowing through ideas and getting creative, you get foggy and weary and exhausted. And so this is really good she's sharing this with us, because let's just say you have a pearl blocking that, right? She pulled it out of the chakra because that's the one she feels the most, but she goes, oh, wait. So if I pluck this pearl, throw it away, pluck that pearl, flow it away, and then I pluck the pearl out of the earth chakra, pull that one out of the way. You literally are watching me right now. You all saw what I just did. It's like an ocean. Tidal wave just start flowing through me. And then you allow your body to adapt and receive and rid itself of all that. You already just cut the chain of pearls from ancestral DNA. You feel it again, cut it again. But I just want you to check, is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here in your throat? Is it heart? These are just little pearls running through all those chakras. Does that make sense? It's not just one. I just gave you one pain point because it's easiest, right? For me, the pain point for a long time was headaches, and all of a sudden I cleared all that because I opened it up and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better, right? And all of a sudden I started realizing when I started pulling them out, well, my voice, I haven't been like completely blasted out with what I'm teaching and bringing in these new concepts, this 12-strand DNA that I teach with the 12 chakras, the 12 energy vortexes in your chart. It's been a lot to try and bring that out, and my voice was blocked. But instead of being my voice or speaking, because you all hear me every week, it was blocked back here in my neck. So I could think it was a neck problem. And I was like, oh, so I took it. That's why I'm teaching you guys. This is what I downloaded from my galactic council, my light tribe. And I just said, what am I doing here? Like, why is this not flowing. And that was what the vision they gave me, right? You have all these little pearls of lifetimes and you're still connected to them. So you're playing it all out, thinking it's yours. Disconnect and pull it out. That's all that happened. And that's all of a sudden it downloaded. And you all have the same capacity because you're all the warriors. You are all light warriors, my friends. You are all spiritual warriors. But the problem is you didn't realize you're not having the same DNA codes you came in with. You're tapping into the soul DNA codes now, the original DNA codes, and they need light. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's no more, I got to work on me. I got to heal me. I got to go do spiritual awakening. Those of you who are true spiritual warriors, and you're not on my calls if you're not, you're here to reset this DNA. So you are just standing as a lighthouse that does not move, that shines so bright. It's just beautiful. That's what you're doing. Okay? That's it. Everybody got that. That was so easy. You remove the tiny pearl and you know where you're going. So anyway, this is how simple it is, my friends, but this is what's happening and this is why pain's happening. I was so exhausted like her for a long time. So exhausted. Had so much stomach stuff going on, so much. And I really just took some natural remedies and healing. And I started doing this clearing and realizing is what the full light energy flowing in or is it getting blocked? And I saw it. All right, my friends, remember Facebook Truth Tribe. Facebook Truth Tribe is Truth Tribe with Daune Thompson. It's free, but this is where I'll upload the photos from tonight. So if you want to look at them and look at your chart and match it all together, you can. But remember to like and share and invite these Truth Tribes with friends so that they can join us again. Remember, stop thinking that something is wrong with you. Please, if there's anything I teach, there's nothing freaking wrong with you. You're just aligning with your DNA, your original, beautiful DNA. So to download and see all of your hot spots where a lot of those pebbles and those pearls will be in your chart, just DM me on Facebook or Instagram, ZBook, ZBOOK, and I'll send you the link. If you're listening to this after the live session on YouTube or Spotify, remember all the links will be in the notes below. And as always, in Truth Tribe on Facebook wall, if you have questions or you want me to answer something in another call, just throw a question in there or a discussion and I will bring it up. I love you all. Happy end of Mercury retrograde, full moon. You guys got this. Keep doing it. I love you. Brightest blessings. You guys have a great night. Take care.